Well, Pep's got the exact same problem as Messi's got, says Andrew Lees. No Xavi, no Iniesta, no Champions League. He's an amazing coach, but he didn't invent the game, as some would have you believe, and he's never won with an underdog like Klopp and Jose.
Well, you're going to get all these different opinions. The fact is that what we saw at the weekend was two tremendous managers, two great sets of players going head to head,
and a good game.
And whichever team won, we were always going to have an inquest about the team that lost and having a look at why is the manager this good. I'm telling you now, if City to beat Chelsea 1-0, there would be a narrative this morning.
He was the greatest thing since sliced bread.
And Tuchel is a bottler
on his way out. Yeah.
Well, he certainly doesn't.
And neither narrative is true.
Yeah, absolutely right.
It's certainly not true this morning. Vernon is a Chelsea fan. Hello.
Oh, good morning, boys.
You sound like you had a very good morning. You're having a good morning, Vernon.
I'm still floating on here, mate. Listen, in these times, as a football fan of many, many years, I did get very emotional Saturday night, and that might be something to do with half a bucket of gin and tonic, but I was just completely and utterly... because I think it was so unexpected. All my Chelsea mates, a lot of us have been going for years, and we've seen the ups and downs. And I just thought they're such an awesome force, Man City. They really are. They got players coming at you from everywhere, and you just think, oh my God, we're going to have to be right on it tonight to get any chance of getting that trophy. And my God, we were. Let's face it, we was all 8s and 9s out of 10, and poor old Man City, they just wasn't. They were 5s and 6 out of 10. But I do feel. I did feel sorry for them because I know what it's like to lose these games. And as a football fan, you feel totally and utterly devastated. You really do. You feel like your heart's been ripped out. And when John Terry slipped over in Moscow, I still don't think I've got over it even now. I still have flashbacks about it even now. And so I know what they're going through. So I can only say commiserations, but I do think in the next 5 years, you will get your hands on that trophy. That's all you can say.
And they will do. I mean, look, he's a great manager, and they're a great club. They've built a great club there. What about Chelsea next season, though? What do you think will happen?
Well, this is why I rang up, Sam, because I think next year the Premier League is going to be an absolute classic, and I'll lay my hat on it right now. And I'll tell you for why. I think Man City they're already awesome, but they're going to get stronger. My God, that's a frightening thought. They're definitely going to get stronger. They're definitely going to buy a big striker, I think, and they're probably going to reinforce their midfield because Fernandinho's getting on a bit. Now, Man United aren't going away. They always, nearly every year, buy at least two good players and spend big money, as you say, Danny. And I think they're not going anywhere. They went all last season, without losing an away game in the Premier League, and I think that's been that's been sort of glossed over because they've had a bit of a disappointment against Villarreal. But that's a remarkable thing to do. And it shows that Man United have got something about them still. I think Chelsea, let's not go about Chelsea yet. Let's talk about Liverpool, because I think Liverpool are going to be the dark horse in a way. I know that sounds silly, but I think Liverpool next year are the dark horse, because I think people think they've blown their sort of their best couple of years under Kloppy. But no, they haven't. I think they've done remarkable to get third place in the end, and I think that was last year the wheels fell off because of all their injury problems to their big players, and I think they'll all come back, and I think Liverpool are going to strengthen again. They've already bought a good centre back, and I think that Chelsea, coming to my team, I think Chelsea are definitely going to buy someone. I think it's going to be Lukaku, what I hear, and that I think also that Chelsea need something that hasn't really been spoken about. That will take them to a new level, and that is more goals from midfield. And that's not easy to do. You need someone like Lampard at his prime. Obviously, that's almost impossible to find someone like that. I do think that that's Chelsea's Achilles heel, that we don't have any goals in midfield. Kante, Kovacic and Jorginho, they just don't score goals. They really. I know Jorginho scores penalties, but I'm talking about goals in open play.
I think the only other way around that, if they play this system, which seems to suit them at the moment, is if he can get the wing backs chipping in with half a dozen each, because those two wing backs have definitely got the ability to score more goals. Chilwell especially, but even Reece James got a lot of shot on him. And he's got great engine.
Brighton earlier in the season was.
I think those two could be an area where they get some more.
Chilwell's done quite well in terms of goals this season, or goal involvement. Certainly created quite a few goals, and he's scored a couple as well. And he would have had one in the FA Cup final if it hadn't been for VAR. Tots, the Chelsea fan, hello.
What's up? Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Basically, I just wanted to phone up.
Oh,
You wanted to phone up. We got you through.
he's back.
You
He's
disappeared.
back. He's back.
Oh,
Start again.
Hello?
Yeah, start again,
Yeah,
mate.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so I just phoned up because all I wanted to say was I'm seeing all these things about social media that Chelsea is just about overtaking Arsenal to be the biggest club in London. Come on, that's a bit insulting now. We won the Champions League twice. They are still dreaming. The feeling of winning is still furious for them. They haven't won anything yet. If we're judging by performance, we won the Champions League twice. So London should be blue. Arsenal should only be compared to the teams like Spurs, Leyton Orient, Charlton.
Tots, why on a day where you can celebrate the fact that your team has won the European Cup, are you interested in Arsenal?
I'm interested because that's what's going on in social media, that they've only just overtaken us when in fact they're fighting to be the best team north of the river. They're comparing it to Chelsea, who's the best team in Europe. Come on, there's no comparison there. They just keep on dreaming. And finally, they still need a minimum of 3 years before they can even overtake us to win 2. At the moment, we're the only London team who's qualified in the Champions League. If they qualify, that's their first chance. So keep dreaming, Gunners.
Yeah. Here's an idea.
Okay.
Here's an idea. Turn your social media off and go and have a pint.
And just enjoy it. Enjoy your weekend. Bank holiday weekend. You won the European Cup. It's worth celebrating. Don't worry about anybody else, I wouldn't have thought.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Thursday morning, 10 till 1. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.